What's up, everybody? Brett here, back today playing some more Tales and Tactics. We've got a ton of mastery points to spend. Last night I was kind of bored in the middle of a class and I decided to play a little... I'll tell you guys about my class maybe a little bit later. The new semester has started for me in my graduate program, and it is going to be something. Anyway, played a game, won a game, got a ton of points to spend. I figured we could spend them together. What do we have? What do we have to spend them on? So we have this whole, like, line here that we haven't even explored. Enemy armies after floor 3 gain an additional war banner, making them stronger, essentially. War banners in the shop cost 4 less gold. That's good for us. Alright, that's already active. What do we have here? Permacurse. In every unit store roll, at least one unit is chained, regardless of your curse. Sure. I don't know if we'll end up playing with that on. But that also gives us cursed units in the unit store don't cost SP, so they just cost hearts. We can't afford this. Enemy armies after floor 3 gain an additional enhanced item. Tournament armies gain 2 additional items instead. Start their own with a random component item. So we're like giving them really strong buffs, and we're getting kind of like mediocre buffs. Okay. We activated those. We still have 1,200 to spend. We could unlock something like the Ringmaster, which is not a big deal, but we'll throw that in there. And I messed with the settings, and I gotta tell you guys, the audio settings of this game are insane. I brought everything down from like 100 to 30, and I'm still like going deaf listening to this music. And I know it definitely shows up in the audio for the YouTube videos as well. So happily we can turn all this off, should we so choose. I'm tempted to turn this off until we get more of them unlocked, because I think once we do that, we'll do kind of a whole run where that's the case. Probably shouldn't have spent the 1,200. Anyway, let's jump in. I played a game last night as a Ladana, and had a fun, like, reptile, aquatic. I had, like, a really weird build going, and it was super fun, and I ended up crushing. Like, not even close crushing. When you kill a boss, get a copy of it, it loses the boss trait. That was super fun. I got a copy of, like, the giant mech boss. Start the run with a completed contract, which rolls a special shop, sharing traits with the target unit. That was really good for getting me the units that I wanted. And then I ended up using the Hydra the whole time. The Hydra's a pretty cool legendary unit as well. Okay. Yeah, let's just run it. See if we can have more luck today. Yeah, I feel like I'm screaming over the music whenever I play this game. You know what? I'm actually quite tired of yelling over all this stuff. There we go. That feels a little bit better. Hopefully everything still sounds great for you guys. Getting the audio right for this stuff without any like immediate feedback is always kind of tough. So we have here, we did this recently, the skeleton build. We didn't get Crosby, and our skeleton trait never even came into play, which was interesting. We'll take them again just because it's hard to pass that kind of synergy, and we'll put them down on the shrine space, which, you know, as a melee guy, won't even come into play. If we go into our inventory bag here, we can change it. I ended up using, I think, the green variant the entire time, which makes him, like, tanky. Let's try fiery. And without any further ado, let's go. None of them, I don't believe any of them give him, like, a ranged attack. But I made him super tanky, and his lifesteal is super good.
Well, that shows me up, I guess.
So the Hydra is an awesome unit if you want to use it. I might not roll legendary units this run. I also see we have double Dweller here. We've done Dweller as well. Let's travel. Let's roll. We end up getting another skull. We have a Storm, which is something I haven't seen, as well as Trickster. Kind of interesting, and another Dweller. worth noting. Let's grab you. We could do something like this. What does Trickster do? Obtain a powerful, tricky item which can only be equipped to tricksters. Oh, okay. They say powerful, so I'm hoping it's powerful. Could maybe do a fun marksman build. Or duelist. There's tons of duelists. I don't know. I'm just letting you know I'm not married to our first group here. Let's see what we end up rolling. We've got double horror here as well. I still haven't made a dragon build work. We'll take a couple of you guys, or at least we'll take the bat here as a potential. Take another skeleton. And then here we get double Sebastian. I'm going to toss the Hydra. I'm just not that interested. And then we'll run Zuzu. Drains its target, dealing 200 spell damage and healing itself.
I wonder if they get envious on the bench.
I ended up winning my run last night with Monty. Getting a quick tier 4 Monty and putting tons of attack damage stuff on him. Well, more like attack speed with like spell power and mana regen, and he just did the most damage I've ever seen from the back row, which was pretty sweet. He was our hard carry. So you are a bug dweller. I mean, there's a fast tier 2 Crosby. They're giving me double mushroom here, which I'm not that interested in. We'll pass. Could just throw you in. But it makes more sense at this point, since we do have the tier 1 skeleton buff, that they would all come back to life after death. So you have a piercing shot. Kind of want to play a little bit of geometry with you, probably. Though it's hard to predict where all the enemies will end up moving. Let's get a Fount of Potion from the Road Tail. Let's also roll and see what we get. So we get Maurice, who's both a trickster and a marksman. I'm interested in that plus investing. I think investing is super important. And we're just going to increase our potion slot and get a bunch of free potions. That's so awesome for us. And then let's go fight the unlucky lass.
I scuffed the paint on this one last time.
So the thing about this is, you definitely want to use this when you've got stars in the bank. But also, I think you want to use it later, because I don't know if it gives you access to rare or uncommon units earlier by using this. Or if you're just going to get a ton of low tier units. Which means you may want to actually use it early, because what will happen is you'll just get a ton of... Let's say here we have a skeleton duelist trickster. Skeleton marksman. You're a trickster. That gives me the trickster bonus. But if I take you out, I lose the item. Okay. Good to know. And we get marksman. So this is a really good pickup for us, is Maurice here. Oh, you have to be... Okay, you have to be a trickster to get that. Let's give that to Maurice, I guess. Though we're kind of pigeonholing ourselves. Though if we take him out, the book goes away. And then we can give it back to whoever we want. Okay. Yeah, and we're not at the right tier. Okay. Let's go. Probably gonna trash Sebastian. We got a training dummy. That comes from Marksman. Which get 20 attack damage. Skeleton's coming back. Not gonna matter. We got wrecked. I'm not sure why we got wrecked here. Maybe our build sucks. Damn, whenever I record, I have the worst luck. So, Jack of all traits, your units gain +3 attack speed and +3 spell power for each active trait. We currently have 3. Breaker of Chains, gain 1 curse, yada yada. Assigned Portrait. 20 armor. At the start of combat, the wearer taunts all enemies. I like that a lot for a tanky unit. Give that to you. Doesn't do us any good to give the ring to anyone. Love the assembly line for just getting a powerful item. Let's roll here and see what we may get lucky. And get. Because boy do we need some help. I kind of want to get some damage on our marksman. We will spend the money and see what we get access to. Plus 20% attack damage. Every 3 seconds, the wearer gains 10 attack damage. Plus 20 attack damage. Whenever the wearer gets a kill, this item permanently gains 2 attack speed, up to 100. And then mana. Let's grab this one. I think last time I did this, I grabbed Sharpest Blade. Let's just try something different. Give that to you. We do have... We are maxed out on potions, but I'd like to get more stars.
I can sweeten the pot. If you can pay
Lord.
the price.
We can use this to make a bunch of random basic components, which is worth way more here. The problem is, I'm not that trusting in our current build. I think we kind of suck. We need to roll for something. You only have Trickster in common. We definitely want to do this.
I'm glad you're taking the time to think this one through.
We have options. Let's roll here. We kind of want to get a little bit lucky. That was pretty lucky. See what we get. You are... No. We'll toss you. We'll toss you for money. And then sure. Would love to keep the investment train rolling. But I think that's about all we can do here. Wants me to look at this for some reason. Let's continue. Really good Crosby shot. We started with full mana thanks to this guy. Could have used a potion. Probably should have used a potion. I thought we'd have enough tier 2s. And it looks like we did. Thank God. Even if we lose this trade here, which it looks like we might. No, it's very close. Our 2 skeletons would have come back to life, and I think that would have won it for us.
Well done.
I didn't think it was going to make it either. But Crosby should be getting tons of kills. Which will power up that weapon he has. Gorbin. Not that interested. Let's go this way. So this is considered a component, I believe. So this gave us a Wicked Kopesh. Pretty sweet. On kill, gain 20% attack damage and turn invisible for 5 seconds. This is the perfect item for Crosby. What do we have here? An Orb of Unity, which is an incredibly powerful item. in exchange for 2 curse. I'm going to take that. That's pretty insane. And we're going to give that to Crosby as well. Would have been nice to get the gloves and then to use the transmogrifier on it, but we'll get more basic items. I'm not that scared. And here we're going to get a free upgrade on our shop. It's going to change these 2 guys. And it might hopefully point us in a new direction here. We're just getting more tricksters. Not that interested in tricksters. I'd rather go marksman. Maybe even beast. Hoping to get some rare characters. We got the Tree Folk banner, which we could use on someone to make them more useful. Tree Folks get, every 6 seconds in combat, they gain 50% maximum HP and attack damage. An Orb of Fire, 30 spell power. We can't afford these. I don't even know why I'm looking at them. Let's grab maybe some gloves. We'll go here and transmogrify and see what we get. And Claws of Haste, which are really good. I'm happy with that. And we're going to invest. I think we need to keep investing as often as possible in order to have a chance to keep winning. The center 2 columns contain Ember tokens. They cause damage. That wouldn't really bother me. I can kind of just do this. Or even something like this. And still be able to hit. I've got dudes with really far range. Or, at the start of combat, one of your units and one of the travelers swap places. That could be devastating for us. We'll go here.
This guy's a frontline unit, right?
Something like that. Oh, I have an extra potion. Awesome. What are we going to use it on? I'm just going to use it on their leader. It's going to drain their HP and lower their armor. Could reposition some of these guys into the fire. Might have been a good move too. Nice.
I knew you had it in you.
Back up to full HP. Sweet. Surviving those early gambles are super important. As expected, Crosby doing a lot of damage. Zuzu doing a ton of damage as well. Don't want to sleep on him. We have no uncommon units yet. Let's roll here. Man, I'm not interested in any of this. Huh. Let's get the gloves here to Zuzu. Let's see if we can fight this guy. I don't think I've fought him before. Maybe I haven't, I don't remember. So what do we get here? We get a legend, Cisco. Loses 25 HP and gains 10 mana each second. He gains 50 attack speed for 5 seconds. Doubled if Cisco is below 50% HP. That's an interesting character I've never seen before. Or we take, if your team has 3 or more units of the caster archetype, all your units gain 20 attack speed. We have 2 casters. Would probably not be that hard to get a third. At the very least, I could sell this guy. Red Cap Bloodlust. He's a frontliner. His range is 1. Huh. Sure, let's hear a story. It's just a Velociraptor. Okay. On to the boss. He is coming as a tier 2 right off the bat. This is the guy I was able to get due to our like passive that we have, whatever it is. Ranger. I'm not going to roll, although this fight is a little bit scary. I would love to put this character in. Let's go over here and see if we can't kill these electric conduits right off the bat. And go. Would be fun to try to build a Shred-O-Matic. It's a rare get, though, so we're not going to see them until later. I don't know if the investment orbs, I forget what they're called, if we can use them on boss characters. They usually say non-legendary, but I don't know if they say non-boss, non-legendary. Look how sick. I'm trying not to be married really to any of my units, because I think they all kind of suck. Gain a Flash and a Dragon War Banner. So Flash is a marksman. Whenever an enemy casts, all marksmen fire a piercing shot at them that deals 100% attack damage. Wow, that seems really strong. Maybe I should be trying to build dragons. Like dragon marksmen. Because they're giving me the banner. I could just throw that on someone and then I'd have dragon. I don't hate that. We're kind of running out of room here. We'll travel. That'll give us an extra slot. Right now, it probably makes sense just to throw in the Tier 2 Velociraptor. There's no doubt that's the strongest unit we have access to currently. Let's see. Mud tokens, that can be spooky. More attack speed probably favors me. Let's take our free roll here. We get a Maurice, which is important. We're going to invest. Pardon me, bit of a cough. I think everyone in my house is getting sick, or is sick, I should say. No bueno. What do we have here? A Zuzu, a Crosby. Okay, so we're starting to see some duplicates, thankfully. We have a common duplicator. I think we should 100% use that on Crosby. Could also have been correct to use it on Zuzu. We just have way more items there. The Dragon Banner. I'm not 100% sold on that yet. We've got some interesting options. The fact that he's a marksman and we can have the Dragon Banner is huge. But we need to see... I would want a level 2 Flash before I put him in over something like this Cisco character. Something like this. And there's no reason to equip the Dragon Banner. Let's go, and I'm very curious how this guy does. As expected, we get carried a bit by Crosby. Cisco did a ton of damage, though, despite dying, you know, kind of halfway through the fight. Sweet. See what we roll into here. Maybe it'll inform a decision. Would love to invest. Which means I'm going to take this. That way I can invest. Get the additional stars. Invest this turn. Let's roll maybe one additional time. I'm hoping to get lucky, and we're kind of not. We could keep building into skeletons. I hate to be married to our current build. Him having the third trait as a trickster is what's kind of keeping me using Skull. And Dumbledore not having a second applicable trait is what's kind of keeping me from using him. Another Cisco, huh? Can't afford him. God, I want to use this boss. Okay. Anyway, let's see. I don't think we do very well without our items. Let's go for the mud pits. Which I don't think hinder us that much. Could maybe do something like this. I think we're well protected here.
Can I get you anything while you puzzle this out? A biscuit? A cup of tea?
Talking a lot of crap here. We need to use one of these. We're just going to use this potion. Wait, hold on. This is a buff potion, right? Let's use this on, I guess, our Velociraptor. He's got some, like, kind of HP draining stuff going on. Yeah, let's go. He's taunting everyone at the beginning of combat. The dummy taking the spot and then the AI being really slow to respond was pretty brutal. I think the range fight favors us with Crosby. God, he has so much range. Barely managed to get him, but once again, we'd have come back to life. And I think been able to get that win anyway with the skeleton trait. We'll take Cisco. I'm not stoked about it. A rug merchant. Let's see what you're up to. Okay, we're getting fed Velociraptors. Love this weapon here. Or we could take 2 XP and a potion. I'm going to take this and spin the gold. Overtime coming soon doesn't scare me all that much. I'm just more scared by the fact that the enemy is getting very strong now, and I feel quite weak. And rolling's not going to do us any good. We need to sell some of this, I think. God, if I can make more of this boss. That works. You're a legend, but you're... I don't know. I don't know how that works, man. We can make a tier 4 version of you. I think we have to do that. That's what all the investment's been about. Alright, you're just on the squad now. I love it. Let's get rid of you. It pains my soul, but let's do it. Build in a this-early fashion. We have to level you up or else you're of no use to the squad. And I think we absolutely have to level you up as well. Make you tier 3. And with that, I feel much more comfortable with the squad. Let's equip you with this. And we're going to use the item here, Smith of Pay to Win, to upgrade it until it can no longer be upgraded. And now we can look at it. 20% attack damage, plus 15 attack speed. After casting their spell, the wearer's attacks deal 30 bonus spell damage and grant 2 bonus mana. Could have also used that on Cisco. He definitely needs an item to be made good. But I'm way happier now with our squad than I was before. Gonna try to save up maybe for the next Volt. And with that, I think we're good to go. Having the target dummy is pretty sick off to the side. What we really want is another marksman. And it looks like that'll probably end up being the the Huntsman, which would also give us Beast. So that's who we're keeping our eyes out for. Sure, let's travel there. We'll take one of you. I'll take free stuff always. I don't think we got much, because I was hoping to get 1 star. That way we could invest. But whatever, let's let this go. Get some rare units. It's basically, we're getting a free reroll in the shop, which is pretty sick. It didn't give us anything, but it could have been sick. Just imagine it if it had been awesome. How awesome it would have been. So we have in our inventory currently a staff. A staff with a ring gives us a wand o' missiles, which could be good. Double staff gives us a sealed scroll. Right now I mean, let's just do this. Can't hold 2 of the same equipment. I actually did not know that. So good to know, I suppose. And we'll just take a... And I can't afford the duelist banner. That would give me another duelist, which would be nice. Kind of low on gold this run. Let's just take another staff, I suppose. And try to save up. 30 attack damage and maximum health. Sure.
I can sweeten the pot.
We really want to
You can pay the price.
increase the strength on Cisco. We're going to take the stars here. He's our strongest unit, without a doubt. The heck are you? Keo, a dragon whore? Huh, okay. I mean, if you're going to put the spot here, then we're going to play here. I've got an extra potion. Okay. Well, let's use that. They have Wolfgang here, the huntsman-looking guy. They've got some tier 3s. Let's just... We can reposition Crosby to the front lines and get him killed. I think that's probably good enough. And just like that, what was probably one of their highest DPS dudes is now out of the fight. Unfortunately, we're stuck attacking their taunt totem because they have a fully maxed out marksman trait. But we crushed him. Cool.
Alright, I'll be honest. I didn't think you were gonna make it. Well done.
And we are currently rich. We're going to instantly invest. Cisco did 84... No. Okay. I was about to say 8,400 damage. No. He did 3,600 damage. I was looking at the wrong thing. For being in the front line with no items, that's huge. Let's gamble. It could ruin the entire run. Do we still want Flash? I'm going to take him now as like a hedged bet. We're going to roll and hope to get some good big numbers. And we did. In exchange for 1 curse. And as long as we're winning, curse isn't a big deal because we can always just get our hearts back. Let's... For now, we can try for... I mean, I don't want less health at all. Let's take this and run. The experience was sweet. It gave us a level up. We could take this, which would give us... This would be pretty sweet if we were going Dwellers. I don't want the healer pivot. I would just sell both of these guys, which, I mean, is kind of nice. This gives me a tree folk. So, Maurice and no one else. Yeah, so that's not that great. It would just give Maurice 50% maximum HP and attack damage up to 3 stacks. That's not that good. We're going to take the healer pivot and sell. Get the cash. Yeah, there's no chance I want you guys on the squad. We're kind of married to our current build here. We've got one rare duplicator with no rare units. Could put this here. Sure. And it's definitely time to use this completed contract. Would love to get probably a bunch of marksmen or skeletons. I think that would give us the most bang for our buck. If we go here... Yeah, this is just a reroll for us. Let's use this now. And we get Wolfgang. Or we get level 2 Flash. Something on here sucks. And it might just be Skull. I would probably rather lose Trickster Skeleton to get Beast full Marksman. As well as Dragon. I don't think we need to make this decision yet, but we will pretty soon. And I think it will be Skull that leaves, because Skull just isn't paying off for us. Let's roll here, see what we get. I was about to say, if our decision making could be heavily informed by the shops that we get. I said, if we start seeing a ton of skulls, which isn't likely because he's such a low tier guy and we don't have a lot of space for lower tier guys to show up. Gonna roll again, and yeah, we just get another flash. So, Skull looks like he's going in exchange for some stronger dudes. And then we're gonna get some stuff from our investments next turn. And then I think we're gonna be cleaning up after that. We have hex modifiers, sure. Okay, let's go here. Here, 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 and there. Something like that. We don't want him to stun us, though. Let's place our units kind of off-center. Get rid of all of his frozen effigies that are dealing damage to us. And then crush him. And that wasn't even close. So I'm feeling pretty confident. Our curse is still pretty low. And yeah, we ended up getting an Adelon, which is cool. Just sucks that I don't think we'll be able to fit him into the build. But he is worth a ton, so we're going to sell him. As we head to the tournament here. So we can either go to the racetracks or the food carts. Let's sell you. Let's buy you. Let's roll and see what we get. Let's roll again. Get a Shred-O-Matic.
Don't worry, I get it. There are a lot of factors to consider here.
We'll place you down here. We know we want you. Okay. And with a tier 2 marksman and a tier 2 flash, I think that's everything I need to see. To sell you. And I'm having trouble remembering. I'm hoping that selling gives me the item back. It does. Okay. So now we want you, and we want you. You have ranged. You have ranged. But I think you also turn into a werewolf. We got a weird squad, y'all. And then we need to give someone the Dragon War Banner, which I think I'm going to give... Let's see, what does Dragon do? Okay, it doesn't buff my attack prowess. So because of that, I'm just going to give it to someone in the back. And with 3 rare duplicators, we just do this. Sick. So a level 3 Wolfgang right off the bat. Give you some additional armor. I like that. So, some more star points, and use this from the inventory to gain 2 pale hearts, which could be excellent. Could level up instantly, which I maybe like a little more. Let's roll and see what we get. Once again, the rolling might inform a decision. I love to see that. I think I'm going to take the level and hope to get 1 more level before we make it to the end. Damn, maybe not though. Maybe we just want higher tier stuff and we're stuck at low tier stuff. Only having 1 tier 4 at this point feels a little crappy. I'm going to take this. We're going to grab that. All units having extra armor doesn't scare me, though maybe it should. This is insane. We absolutely want this. This will give me a tier 4 Wolfgang. And we're going to use this to get pale hearts, which will keep us from dying if we lose. And having, you know, like, Flash die, I don't think is the biggest deal. Sorry, Flash. But it's not. It'll either be Flash or Maurice.
Important decisions just take time.
Neither one would break the bank. And I also think we need to move operations here. Something like this. He's going to turn into a melee unit, so I don't want to, like, block him. Okay. Let's go. Who dies? Nice. Good dragon breath. Hit like everybody. Our marksmen have got to just be killing it with all the additional damage. Just need items for them, man.
I knew you had it in you.
And we're going to check and see who did all the damage. Crosby did a ton. Wolfgang did a ton. Flash. Okay. And boy, do we want items. Let's go for the experience. And let's roll. I was going to say, this is the reason I didn't just pop off the duplicators, is because there was a good chance, because of our shop, that we would just see what we need to make a tier 4 Wolfgang, which seems insane. And that it's going to be actually a lot harder to get our tier 1 guys. Because I could use a duplicator. It sucks to maybe use it on a Zuzu, but that's going to give me a tier 4 Zuzu. Just right now. That's a big power spike for us. Let's roll again. And here we get a Maurice. So, using this right now, we could get a... And this might be the move, just because they are tier 1, over using one of these duplicators on, let's say, a Flash, because I have a good chance to get another Flash. So I think we do this. Tier 4. Tier 3, make you not so useless. And that was an excellent set of power spikes for us. It's actually probably going to be Crosby that doesn't make it to tier 4. Are we scared of this fight at all? I have to imagine no. I'm just looking at my potions. We could use a potion. This is just a really tanky fight. Let's go. Just remember too, we have this target dummy here with a lot of HP. This guy having the signed portrait isn't amazing. I don't necessarily want him to always get taunted. Ooh, this is spooky. Yeah, we just got crushed. They were way too tanky for us, and they just destroyed our front line. But the Pale Hearts are going to save us. Wasn't great, though. That is for sure. Go to a Goblin Toss? Let's try that. I don't think I've done a Goblin Toss, or at least I don't remember one. Get a bunch of money and a Kragus, which we can sell. Some extra potions. A guy we can sell, and a perk that's permanent. Which says at the start of the final 3 combats, gain a mana potion that is destroyed if unused. Which is really strong. Or the gold. Which will let me buy my own item. And choose my own item, which I think is better. And of course, I don't need you, sir. 2 experience will let me level. Another potion could be good. All trait bonuses are disabled for this combat. I think that's pretty bad for us. Whereas the mud and stuff is not that big of a deal.
Looks like I scuffed the paint on this one last time.
Roll and roll. And we do get a Crosby. And a sword. We'll put that on you. Something like this. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Let's maybe put the heal on you. I don't want to lose another fight. Let's give you the heal. I think if you survive, we're going to taunt everyone to us. So they're all going to be in these really bad areas. Okay, easy win. What's really messing up our trait synergies is having Cisco, but him being such an early tier 4 for us was kind of too good to pass up. Second win. After 15 seconds of combat, your units heal 50% of their missing health. I like that. Our common units gain plus 15% maximum health, plus 50% attack damage, and plus 50% spell power. We're currently rocking 3 common units. So that, I mean, that's great buffs for us. Yeah. I think it's between these two, and of course we could always reroll if we don't like these. And Spellslinger could be good if we had someone who... Like, we could put Crosby on that, and it would just make it so that they cast a ton of spells, hopefully. I'm going to go for Common Secrets. Having 3 common dudes I think is good enough. Pit tokens, sure. I'm not really worried about either of these. Let's go for that.
This guy's a frontline unit, right?
That's huge. You've got to get moved. Okay. So now what we're hoping, our next hope is just to get a flash. And after that, I don't really think we can count on much to increase our power level at this point. Just items. Oh, that hurt. Man, all of our guys still alive at the end of this. That's insane. Didn't lose a single character. Awesome. And yeah, we're kind of screwed. No, we got a flash! I said no, we got a flash. But hey, we got a flash. That's what I meant to say. Because that was the last power spike we're going to expect to see. Because we're not getting anything else now. Okay, drop this on a friendly tier 3 or lower unit to increase its tier by 1. Get a tier 3 Maurice, I think. Although a flash is a higher tier unit. Or a higher... the terminology, man. That is awesome. We're going to give you the sword, which turns your weapon into spike gauntlets. You can now crit. Deal double damage and knock the enemy back 1. That's insane. We have no tank, so the banner won't do anything for us. Get additional attack speed. Every third hit, deal 50 spell damage to the target. This is insane on this guy, because when he transforms, he does a ton of hits. This on... we'll just use it there on Flash. It might have been better on Maurice. And then we're going to buy... I guess let's just get a sword, man. Give it up there. And with the rest of our money, we should buy something. If we just had 2 more gold, I'd love to get the buckler, of course. That's just not going to happen. Close our inventory. We could remove curse, but it's too late for that. The shop is irrelevant. The item removers are irrelevant. We just need to buy these. And I think that's it. The rest doesn't matter. Could maybe move some items around. I'm not that invested in that idea. Though there's probably a slightly more optimal configuration that we could use. But we're in the end game now, as Tony Stark would say. Was it Tony Stark that said it? I don't remember. I really don't. No, was it Tony Stark or Doctor Strange? My nerd brain, that's going to trouble me. To silence a unit, sure, let's silence the Vex guy so that he can't hex us. And then if we want to reposition someone, drop this on you. You're quite annoying. And tanky, and we'll save the rest of our potions. We have double slow and a reposition. Let's try to win this. And we appear to be crushing, though it's hard to tell. Sweet. To the next one. The rolls don't matter. We're going to cast slow on you. Something like that. Keep you in the back. So when it says slow, I think it's slow like in terms of attack speed as well. This is a good opportunity to reposition also. Just throw you in the front line to get wrecked. And we still have one more potion for the final fight. Yeah, please kill him. Sweet. So with him insta-dead, that was probably their main DPS dealer. I'm feeling extremely confident. Wow, and that was a slaughter.
I am dead.
And Wolfgang did an insane amount of damage. Before anyone could even do anything, Wolfgang just murdered. And whoever we think their biggest DPS is, that's who we're going to slow. I don't love this. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know who's the big damage dealer. They have a bunch of tier 4s, but they're a bunch of units that I don't think are very interesting to have had slowed. This guy's kind of annoying. And maybe this isn't worth the positioning here. Just gonna slow you. Let's go. Could have been you in the back. Was counting on good placement here with the target dummy. Let's slow it down. I kind of want to see what the heck's going on. Too late. It's already over. Damn. Alright, well that was one of the most dominant runs I've had. I've won 3 tournament runs in a row. That's sweet. Got an achievement for that, and I'm sure I got an achievement for the marksman thing as well. And then we'll just go ahead and spin the mastery points while we're here. And there you go. And we'll keep working our way down towards this. But guys, that's going to be it for today. I hope you enjoyed the run. Curious what decisions you guys might have made different from me, but we ended up with a winning run, so how can you complain? But that's going to be it for me today. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Brett. Channel's Goodtalk Gaming, and as always, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Take care.